Beyond the symptoms, a systems view of justice in Kenya. Kenya, a vibrant nation with a rich cultural tapestry, faces complex challenges within its legal system. Court backlogs stretch for years, land disputes simmer unresolved, and corruption casts a long shadow on justice. These issues are often seen as isolated problems. However, a deeper understanding reveals they are interconnected symptoms of a larger system. This is where systems thinking becomes crucial. Systems thinking is a way of looking at the world that emphasizes relationships and connections. It helps us see the bigger picture beyond individual events or actors. Instead of focusing on isolated parts, systems thinking encourages us to understand how everything interacts within a larger whole. Imagine a mobile made of delicate beads and threads. A single touch can send ripples throughout the structure. Similarly, changes in one part of the legal system can have unintended consequences elsewhere. By understanding these interconnected dynamics, we can develop more effective and sustainable solutions. This holistic approach is vital for creating lasting change in Kenya's legal landscape. It's about moving beyond quick fixes and addressing the root causes of injustice. Systems thinking provides a framework to analyze these complex interactions and identify leverage points for intervention. It's about seeing the forest, not just the trees. Let's explore how this approach can transform Kenya's pursuit of a more just and equitable society. Unveiling the web, key principles of systems thinking. To effectively apply systems thinking to Kenya's legal system, it's crucial to understand its fundamental principles. These principles act as lenses through which we can view the intricate workings of the justice system. Interconnectedness. This principle highlights that nothing exists in isolation. Every part of the legal system, from the courts to the police to the citizens, is connected. A change in one area, like introducing new technology in courts, can impact seemingly unrelated aspects like the workload on lawyers or the accessibility of justice for rural communities. Feedback loops. These are cycles of cause and effect within a system. For instance, a backlog of court cases might discourage citizens from reporting crimes, further exacerbating the backlog in a vicious cycle. Understanding these loops helps identify where interventions can create positive ripple effects. Emergent behavior. This principle states that the behavior of a system is not simply the sum of its parts, but arises from their interactions. For example, individual acts of corruption, while harmful in themselves, collectively contribute to a culture of impunity that undermines the entire legal system. Leverage points. These are points within a system where a small change can lead to significant shifts in overall behavior. Identifying these leverage points is crucial for creating impactful change. For example, empowering community-based paralegals could increase access to justice far more effectively than simply building more courts. By understanding these principles, we can begin to see the Kenyan legal system not as a collection of separate entities, but as a dynamic web of interconnected relationships. This understanding forms the foundation for identifying effective and sustainable solutions to the challenges facing Kenya's justice system. Kenya's legal knots untangling systemic challenges. Kenya faces several persistent legal challenges that have deep systemic roots. These challenges are interconnected and require a systems thinking approach to unravel and address effectively. Court backlogs. Years-long delays in court proceedings are a major concern. This is not merely a matter of too few judges or courtrooms. Factors like inadequate case management systems, insufficient legal aid, and a culture of adjournments contribute to the problem. Land conflicts. Disputes over land ownership are common in Kenya, often fueled by historical injustices, unclear land tenure systems, and corruption within land registries. These conflicts can escalate into violence, displacement, and economic instability. Corruption erodes public trust in the legal system and hinders access to justice. It thrives in environments with weak accountability mechanisms, limited transparency, and a culture of impunity. Addressing corruption requires tackling these systemic issues rather than just targeting individuals. These challenges are not isolated events. They are symptoms of underlying systemic issues. Court backlogs are exacerbated by land disputes, which in turn are fueled by corruption. This interconnectedness calls for a holistic approach that addresses the root causes, not just the symptoms. Systems thinking not only helps us understand the interconnected nature of legal challenges, but also guides us towards innovative solutions. Here are some real-world examples of how technology can be leveraged as a powerful tool for change. Digital case management systems. These systems can streamline court processes, reducing delays and improving efficiency. By automating tasks like scheduling hearings and managing case files, these systems free up valuable human resources to focus on more complex legal matters. Rwanda's successful implementation of a digital case management system serves as a strong example for Kenya to emulate. Blockchain land registries. Blockchain technology offers a secure and transparent platform for land registration, minimizing the risk of fraud and disputes. By creating a tamper-proof record of land ownership, blockchain can help resolve historical injustices and prevent future conflicts. Countries like Georgia have successfully piloted blockchain-based land registries, showcasing their potential impact. Mobile justice apps. These apps can empower citizens by providing them with legal information, connecting them to legal aid services, and enabling them to report corruption securely and anonymously. Such tools can be particularly valuable in remote areas with limited access to formal legal institutions. These technological solutions, while powerful, are not a panacea. They need to be implemented thoughtfully, addressing potential challenges like digital literacy and data privacy. Moreover, technological interventions should be complemented by broader systemic reforms to create a truly just and equitable legal system. Creating a more just and equitable legal system in Kenya is not just the responsibility of policymakers and legal professionals. Every citizen has a role to play. Here are some practical ways individuals can apply systems thinking to contribute to this collective effort. Educate yourself. Learn about the interconnected nature of legal challenges in Kenya. Understand how issues like corruption, land disputes, and court backlogs are related. This awareness will enable you to engage in more informed discussions and advocate for systemic solutions. Support legal aid organizations. Access to legal representation is crucial for a fair justice system. Support organizations that provide legal aid to marginalized communities. Your contributions can help ensure that everyone has a voice in the legal system, regardless of their economic background. Engage in constructive dialogue. Engage in respectful conversations about legal reforms with your family, friends, and community. Share your knowledge of systems thinking and encourage others to adopt this holistic perspective. Hold leaders accountable. Demand transparency and accountability from elected officials and public servants. Monitor their performance on issues related to the legal system and hold them responsible for their actions. By embracing systems thinking and taking these actions, individuals can become powerful agents of change. Remember, transforming the legal system requires a collective effort. Every voice matters, and every action, no matter how small, contributes to a more just and equitable Kenya.